What's up? I'm Mary Richardson. I'm a rapid transformational therapy practitioner. I help entrepreneurs and professionals to get past those things that keep you stuck, whether you're recovering from a toxic or narcissistic relationship or had narcissistic parents, stress, anxiety, procrastination, all those things can keep you stuck repeating the same patterns. When you see other people moving forward and you're unhappy that you're stuck, you can reach out and I would love to chat with you. So this video though is all about imposter syndrome, what it says about you and what you can do about it today. First of all, there are 5 types of imposter syndrome. I'm going to just name those off and then I'll give you some details you might be able to identify with at least one, maybe more. The perfectionist. The perfectionist believes that everything has to be perfect. And what happens is perfect doesn't really exist except for babies and puppies. So if you're doing a project, there can be so many moving parts, you're never going to be able to get it perfect. Done is better than perfect. What happens with perfectionism and the perfectionist in imposter syndrome, they think that it's not valuable unless it's 100% error-free or perfect. And what it causes is a lot of stress. And you may not even want to start a project because you think, well, the bar is raised so high for yourself, who could ever meet that? And of course, no one could, right? And it comes from having potentially really critical parents or whoever raised you had this critical bar, the standard, and it's great to have high standards, but when you're not able, when it's set so high that nobody could reach it, that's where it creates a problem. And you might find that sometimes you don't even want to bother trying because unless it's absolutely error-free, perfect, you don't give yourself the validation of the work that went into it. So the perfectionist can hold you back, that type of imposter syndrome. You feel like it's not valid unless it's perfect. The superwoman, superman, these are people who are often workaholics and they believe that they get their validation from putting in the hours and that it makes them valuable because of the time they've put in. Yes, everything takes time, definitely. But if you're getting stressed from working and you're not able to have any downtime, where you feel like you can't ever power down yourself, that you might have the superwoman, superman type of imposter syndrome. And what it means is that you really don't pay attention to hobbies or other passions because you're so focused on this one thing, which is great, but there's no balance. So you might feel stressed because you never get relief from doing that thing, whatever it is in your business or in your career, because it's never good enough. No amount of time is ever enough for the superman, superwoman. The third type of imposter syndrome is the natural genius. These people that have this type of imposter syndrome believe that unless they are a natural genius and were good at something from the age of 7 or 8, that nothing can ever be, that they can't hope to attain a really great outcome, a really great career. They're used to, they think that unless it is easy for them, that it's not valuable. And also there's the flip side of that, where people think that everything has to be a struggle, and unless it's a struggle, that it's not valuable. So if you have a track record, for instance, of getting great grades, going to the best colleges, a great career, in everything you do, maybe this natural genius type of imposter syndrome can crop up where you feel like, again, the internal bar is set so high that just like perfectionists, you have to achieve this or else it's not valuable. Or you weren't applying yourself unless it came out perfectly. Well, you don't have control over everything in life, and not everything is going to come out perfectly. So the natural genius, they struggle sometimes and even avoid challenges because it's so uncomfortable knowing that the bar is raised so high. So it's like the perfectionist, but they think that they have to have a natural affinity, a natural genius for something before they want to try. The fourth type of imposter syndrome is the soloist. These are people who feel that unless they achieve something on their own, it's not valid. If they got any kind of help along the way, that it's not valid. Well, I don't know anyone who's accomplished anything without help. Even, an Olympiad, an Olympic competitor, they have a coach. They have many ways of training. They didn't achieve that on their own. They had people around them that were encouraging them, training them, many practices. They didn't do it on their own. Nobody does. That's the key. The soloists believe that it's possible to achieve amazing things only on your own. And unless you do that, you really don't deserve the reward. So this is a really strong type of imposter syndrome that can keep you really stuck because everybody needs help. Everybody needs connections. Everybody needs a network of people. Even getting a job, often the next career move for you might involve having somebody put in a good word for you. That's called, your people that can refer you, or people that can validate that you're a good person, you do good work. Very, very important to have people that are willing to step up and say good things about you. So the last type of imposter syndrome, I'm sure there's many more than these, but these are the main ones. The expert. So the expert is mostly seeing themselves as valuable by how much they know and what they know. So they have to be an expert in anything to, in their mind, deserve validation. So a lot of us know a lot about, a lot of things. Maybe you're focused on one area, but you don't see yourself as valid or worthy, your ideas being valid or worthy, unless you know more than everybody else, which of course is not possible because we're learning more things every day about every subject. So there's no way that you're going to remain, even if you were an expert, you're not going to remain that unless you stop time, right? So the expert bases often their self-identity on how much they know, what they know, and that they have to be an expert in order to be valid. So you might be noticing a common theme here, and I'm going to wrap this up. A lot of this ties into your self-esteem and your confidence. People often will tie their imposter syndrome into their self-esteem, meaning what they achieve, how much they know, how perfect it is, how much and how long they can work, 60 hours, 70 hours, they base all their self-worth on all these things that are intangible, and they're looking for external validation. So if this is you, it says a lot about you that you need to get to the root cause of why you tied all these types of imposter syndrome to your self-value, your self-worth. You're valuable just the way you are. So somewhere along the way, you gained a belief, and it often goes back to childhood. You gained a belief that you could only be valuable if you achieved this amazing thing. And you're valuable just the way you are. So this is where it is different for each person. Getting through imposter syndrome, the cure, if you will, is different for each person. It's digging deep to get to the root cause of your imposter syndrome, where it came from, what beliefs you have about being worthy, being valuable. And that's something that I can help you with. You can click on the link, jump on a call with me. But I hope this video helps you at least identify, because the first step is being aware of imposter syndrome, what it is, and that there is a cure, that we need to get to the root cause. This is all for this video. I'm Mary Kay Richardson. I help professionals and entrepreneurs get past the things that are keeping them stuck so you can earn more, live your dreams, whatever your goal is. Maybe it is earning more. Maybe it is getting that next promotion. Maybe it's increasing your business. Whatever you want to do, but you find yourself stuck, let's get to the root cause. Bye for right now.